Charles, we're back.
We are back indeed. How did I get up in Florida, and how did I get this arch down to Florida?
I don't know, but we're not in Florida. It's been quite a while since there's been a walk around, and I think today, somebody told me earlier, it's National Boston Terrier Day.
Oh, good to know. Where's your Boston Terrier?
Well, this person obviously lost the contest, because that's not a Boston Terrier. But let's just give everybody a look around at the park. There's no shortage of assholes riding bicycles around the park today.
Yeah, the rules don't matter. This is we're a society of no rules, which is also known as mob rule.
Well, I think everybody feels like they've got their own little personal exception, like, well, my kid is a little kid, so they don't need to follow the rules, and I'm a jackass, so I don't need to follow the rules, but they love to do that.
Well, and the problem is, of course, that when you get into an argument in front of the kid and the father, it's the rare father who will back down. Do not feed animals, and so this idiot is feeding animals.
I mean, I don't know why they bother with the signs. They don't have any cops. It's interesting that something has happened over here. Where are all the drug addicts?
Well, I think there are. We'll see if they're over there. They think there are a few over there at the end. But let's see, temporarily closed. I've gotten back on Twitter, and what I'm doing is, except for holidays, which one is a holiday tomorrow, I'll do a linked 10 tweets. And then if I want to do more than that, I won't number the additional ones. But here's
whoa, look out.
Guy. Don't do this. Don't do this.
Slow down, kid.
Very dangerous.
Slow down, you fucking stupid idiots.
Very dangerous.
So that's what happens. We had a discussion with a father whose kid is maybe 5 years younger than those kids.
That kid ain't.
And they're being taught to ride around the park on bicycles like maniacs.
Right.
And there's nobody here to stop them.
Right, and those are electric bikes. Those are
very dangerous
combination bikes that can go very fast. And that second kid, I wagged my finger at the first kid, and the second kid aimed for me.
They're assholes.
Idiots!
You fucking kids!
Let's not chase them.
They come back. That bike is getting kicked.
Right. Don't do that, Jason. Largely because you're on air. So
they're antagonizing us. Look at this. They're coming back.
Yeah, well.
Hold this, Charles.
Don't, Jason, don't. Please.
Hey, you two little bitches, get the fuck out of the park on those bikes. Where are your parents? Where's your mother and father, you two stupid idiots?
You're not allowed to ride in the park, particularly those bikes. Jason, just leave them alone.
Charles, the city is so deteriorated. Yeah. You got 10-year-olds thinking it's a valid thing to taunt people in the park.
They're going to end up in serious trouble.
Anyway, you were saying.
So one of the tweets that I did, and I think Joe Biden Jesus, these kids they're going to end up in reform school.
They're going to end up in the hospital.
Let's go.
I'm going to go split that.
No, let's
kid's
go.
skull.
Let's leave them alone. They're not worth our time.
Where is that kid's parents? Where are the cops?
There are none here.
Where is anybody running this park?
There's nobody's here.
It's ridiculous. I mean, where are the tax dollars going?
Well, it's a 3-day weekend. The police are on vacation.
Yeah, that's right.
Want to go down Sullivan Street, or?
Well, I want to go. Now, done its thing. That's really shaping up to be an upset me kind of day. So we're were talking earlier about Twitter.
Yeah, so I noticed that Joe Biden was at dinner over, I guess yesterday maybe, and in a restaurant, and some hard left protesters. These kids are coming back.
I know.
Let's try to ignore it.
So hard left protesters did
So
what?
they went and they disturbed Joe Biden at dinner. They went up to, yeah, you guys are going to go to reform school.
I want to punch one of these little kids. Where are your parents, you stupid idiots? Where's your mother and father? Where are your mother and father at, kid? Where's your mother and father, you little fucking bitch? What did he say?
Kill yourself, retard. Well, let's just
Kill yourself.
Beneath our attention.
Maybe he'll get hit by traffic.
Let's hope. But that's the father, who was letting his young kid
Is creating little morons
those
like
kids.
that.
Yeah. And those are dangerous bikes. That's not a normal bike that he's on.
It's dangerous for that kid too to be taunting me and riding off into traffic. He's going to get hurt.
Yeah.
So I hope somebody sends this video. Are you listening, Dave? To his parents or to the cops, so that stupid kid can be taught what he should and should not be doing.
Right. So I started to say that Biden was at dinner, and these hard left people somehow got past security in the restaurant and swarmed his table and started yelling at him, no peace until we have environmental peace and all this kind of shit. And so I tweeted out, as much as I want to see Joe Biden impeached and convicted for treason,
That's not
that
the
is
way.
just, mob rule is not going to help anybody except the mobsters. And, I hope people take note of that. That kind of behavior, those little boys and girls, and I think those kids are less than 12 years old.
I agree.
That's an age where if you don't have a strong set of parents, ideally two parents, to rein in the worst impulses of,
They really start to develop.
They can get killed. Not by you and me, but they can get killed in a traffic accident. They can do something really fucking stupid. Oh, there they are. Speaking of them.
Are they following us?
Yep, let's just keep going. Let's keep going.
These kids really want an injury.
No.
I mean, what is it that makes a little kid think that's okay to do?
Again, no one's taught them the opposite.
So, one of the things, Charles, that I wanted to talk about is, first of all, look at this Bonneville. I was very sad to learn that Richard Belzer has died.
Oh, really? Who was he again?
He was
Which
a stand-up comedian, and also he was in SVU. He played
really?
Merch or something.
Oh, yeah, he died? Wow, how old was he?
78. And
78?
the thing is, that Merch character has been in more shows than any other character ever.
Wow.
Because he was in like Homicide, something or other, and then something else. The other thing that we need to tell people, I get a little distracted by those maddening little bastards, but we, in order to really cut loose today, Charles, we're going to be doing our show in the First Amendment Forum. So in just about 5 minutes, man, the sound is really giving me a hassle here. So I'll adjust that when we, I'll make another adjustment and hopefully that'll cooperate. But when we break in just 5 minutes, people are going to be able to follow us on subscribestar.com/crowdsourcethetruth, patreon.com/crowdsourcethetruth, and odyssey.com/@crowdsourcethetruth. So that'll be nice, and thanks to all the sponsors who make the show possible. The other thing that we wanted to check out is Hunter Biden's art gallery, Georges Bourget.
That's low.
Yeah. The Georges Bourget Gallery has decided that they're going to defy Congress and not reveal who bought the art. What do you think of that?
That's that's another thing that I tweeted out. I mean, here you have Steve Bannon resisting requests. This guy's stay away from this
looking
guy.
pretty questionable.
Resisting requests from the January 6th committee, which was never properly constituted under the House rules. And there were, I think, legitimate questions about, why
whether or not it could even subpoena somebody.
Right. And so Bannon resists that, gets, cited with contempt.
Mm-hmm. Got arrested.
Got arrested, exactly. Or he turned himself in, I think.
Right.
And I don't know the ultimate resolution. Has he been sentenced yet, or is he?
I don't know. He's been to that Pretty Man or Petty Man courthouse a couple times in D.C., but I'm not sure what the outcome has been.
Yeah, and so Bannon gets stomped on. Eric Holder is actually cited with contempt. Justice Department doesn't do anything about that. And Holder, when he's Attorney General, says, "I wear this contempt citation as a badge
of honor." Yeah, I hear those little screaming kids.
Badge of honor. And here we have, in the case of the art dealer, very legitimate questions about exactly why. I mean, as I said in my tweet, I've seen better art going to sixth grade Parents' Day affairs, and the various children and friends, than this shit that passes for art at the gallery for Hunter Biden, where supposedly he's getting paid $500,000 a painting.
It's unbelievable. And I mean, by what right does he have?
Where is it?
It's over there, isn't it? Past this flea market.
Yeah.
But I mean, what right does George Bourget have to claim that it's secret information that he's not going to give Congress?
He doesn't have the right. They're just playing for time. As he's going to find out.
So this is just another Hunter legal tactic to screw around.
More of the same. It's like, my father's the president. Nobody's going to do anything. Watch it. And we'll just, come. It's like Bill Clinton. When he was president and he resisted the Paula Jones matter, and he invoked all kinds of privilege. Ultimately, it went up to the Supreme Court, protective detail privilege, and they said, you don't have any of that. But it bought them a fair amount of time.
Yeah.
It bought them, actually, and one of the lawyers, I forget which, it's...
That's just a regular one.
One of the lawyers, I think it's Bob Bennett, Bill Bennett's brother, wrote a book in which he flat out admitted that he was told, he was hired when he was, I think, at Skadden Arps in Washington, D.C. He was hired with the express purpose of stalling the proceedings through the 1996 election, which is what he successful. And he bragged about it in a book for which he got paid.
It's amazing to me. I'm learning a lot about how the legal system, doesn't work. And it's a disgrace. I mean, it really is probably the number one thing needing reform, because without it working properly, everything else falls apart.
Exactly. And you set bad precedent after bad precedent involving, in this case, a horrible president.
Right.
Yeah, it's right up here.
All right, so let me see if I can restore my headphones here just before we
break, right?
Well, I'm gonna. I see what happened. Something came unplugged, so that's interesting. It seems to be a balance. Perhaps throw off the grounding of the whole thing. So we'll address that when we make the transition over to the First Amendment forum. As a matter of fact, we're just about out of time here, Charles. So we're going to stop here on the corner.
All right.
When we turn this corner and return in the First Amendment forum, we'll check out George Bourget. Thanks for watching, everybody. Don't forget to become a sponsor. I'm going to get the whole grounding worked out again and make sure this doesn't come up.